Hey guys, what's up? Just got out of EOS gym. Wow guys, there's a lot of hot ass in that place, I'm telling you what. Not guy ass, girl ass, okay? Just giving you a little heads up on that. I said something to Miss Daisy about that the other day, and she said, well, let me just tell you something about that, she says. You can look, but you can't touch. And if you're looking for over 10 seconds, or no, over 5 seconds, if you're looking at that for over 5 seconds, you're stalking. Guys, don't tell Miss Daisy, I broke the stalking rule many times in there, yeah. Because I've gone on maybe, I don't know, as much as a whole minute. So there's a lot of 5-second deals in a whole minute there, you know. So anyway, I don't think I've gone over a whole minute. You know, sometimes I'll start blinking and then look the other way or something, you know, so I don't look quite so obvious. But I think I've been caught stalking a few times in there. But it's all in good fun, you know. It's just all in good fun. And what do you expect? I mean, you go in these gyms and if you knocked on their front door or something, they came and they had that gym outfit on, a little bra-looking thing and little tight panties and stuff. They'd probably freak out if you saw them, but you just come into a gym and just let it all hang out there. What do they expect, right? You know, I'm no better than any other man. We're still dragging our knuckles in the sand, guys. Still dragging our knuckles. Just like we did 200,000 years ago. We haven't changed. Let's get down the road. We got a whole trap line to run today, and we're getting close to swarming season. Should start March 3. We got that full moon, so the swarming magic should start happening then. We'll see. We'll see if old Steveo can pick up some free bees. God knows I need them. I'm down on bees, way down on bees. So we'll see how it goes. Maybe the man upstairs will be looking out for me, guys. That's all I know. I'll bring you along. I'll bring you along. We'll spot hit some of these bait stations. I got 14 of them out. Actually 15, but there's another guy working the number 15 for me, so I don't have to work it. So yeah, we're gonna keep busy. We're gonna keep busy all summer long. Keep these swarm traps going all summer, and hopefully we can start making a little honey, and hopefully we start making a little money. So get Miss Daisy happy for a change. That'll be a rare one, won't it? All right. See you in a little bit. Hey guys, here's my first stop. Nice spot out here. Big swamp. Big Florida swamp here. This is right on the Bear Creek corridor too. It goes down through here, winds around, crosses State Road 52, then goes on into crosses US 19, and see, we still have a few hornets here, yellow jackets. I filled this one up the other day, and it's doing good. It's 60 something today, right now. So the bees are just starting. We had a cold snap there. That's why this jar is not empty. Normally they'll on a hot day here. We're gonna have some hot days coming up here. And like I said, it's coming into that full moon. So yeah, I put some lure in here the other day, Q-tip with a little lemongrass on it. So I think my next feeding I'll re-lure these. Yeah, quite a few bees here, look like Italians. This was getting hit with hornets pretty good, and I just come up and I smash them one at a time. Just for fun. It's therapeutic. What can I say? Yeah, I just got a little syrup on my hands. That little spray bottle works good, but my dummied up and forgot to fill it up this morning. I'm gonna have to stop at a gas station or something, top it out, because I'm gonna have sticky hands just about at every stop. And what I did, it was a real beauty. You see here, this towel here. Well, I was rinsing my hands off the other day, and on these, you want to be careful on these little squirters. You see that button right there? It will stick in a stick position. And I put it down, and it was in a stuck position, and it was aimed over just like you see it. It was just raining water, completely soaked a roll of paper towels. Yeah, we leave all the bloopers in on my videos, so you can see all the stupid shizzit that I do, because I don't want you to miss out on anything, you know. Yeah, that's the way we roll. Dumb and Dumber. I'm in on some state land here right off the highway. Shh, they don't know I'm here. Unless some state person stumbling around aimlessly out here in the woods finds my stuff. But I don't care if they find it or not, really. And I'll show you. I'm not trying to hide nothing. I'm not back in here that far. Oh, look at there. There it is. There it is. Hey, bees are still working it. They're sucking the crap out of this jar, though. Yeah. Yeah, they're hitting it pretty hard. I've got two of these locations. Oh, golly, look, guys. Look at them. Look at them scout bees checking out that entrance. Is that fantastic? What? See, I'm not trying to hide nothing. Here's my card right there. Right? I'm not trying to hide nothing. Look at a hornet right here. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I crushed his face. Look at his face. His face is all crushed, guys. I just hate it when that happens. I just hate it when that happens, guys. My next location is over in a park system, so it's government land also. No permission. No permission. I just go in these places, guys, and just pretend I own the place, you know? Yeah, just go in and pretend you own it. Actually you do, because you're paying taxes. Yeah, you're paying taxes on this land. Boy, they're really checking out this hole here. We're getting close, guys. We're getting real close to swamp magic. This is actually, guys, the woods. Since '99, I've been coming into and trapping wild hogs. I could come in here. If I came in here today with some corn, and it's about 100 yards back in here, is where I go. There's this little secret little trail I've got going through here. Been doing this for years. I was taking out 2 wild hogs a year, but this is the first year I've been trying to swarm trap in here. Yeah. And you can see how I do it. I don't hurt the trees. I got around here, I got a string up here with a homemade S-hook. And that the hang, I put a little harness on a bottle. See, I put one hole in it. And I put it up here, tie it with some number 30 tarred nylon. Then I come down here, tie another one, and I come down here and attach it either side of the handle. Then I lasso it here. I put a little I put a loop here, you see, like a little trucker's action, suck it to the tree. Then I put another one down here. Yeah. So that keeps the wind from blowing this thing around. And you got raccoons coming up in these things trying to fool around, but I haven't seen any raccoon or bear problems yet with my traps. And I got 14 of these out, and they're all set up just like this. It only take me 5 minutes to set this thing up, guys. Everybody's running these stupid traps up the tree 12, 15 foot in the air. Totally stupid. Totally flipping stupid and unnecessary, okay? So anybody tells you got to run a swarm trap up a tree 15 foot in the air, please tell them to kiss your booty, and because Steveo said, okay, just tell them that. Steveo says kiss the booty. I don't know where people come up with these crazy ideas. I just put stuff out and run experiments on my own, and I don't listen to a lot of people's stupid shizzit, okay? As you can see, they're just working the hell out of that feeder right there. And they're coming in and out of that entry hole, checking it out. So it's a matter of time till this thing hits. And like I said, they're all like this. All 14 of them I got out. There's no telling how many wild bee trees there are out in this piece of woods here, the state ground. I got a park system just over here a little bit, and got another one in there. That's the only. These are the only 2 non-permission spots I have. If you're gonna stomp around in Florida, guys, good thing to get is some of this right here. Some deep woods off. Yeah. And what you want to do is spray your friggin' pant legs, your socks. Because we have a nasty little critter here called chiggers. And they will crawl up and chew on your balls and your dick, okay? And if you're female, they will start eating your taco, all right? So be careful, all right? A little tip from old Steveo. Yeah, guys, this is in a state park system, and no, I don't have permission to be here. You wouldn't get permission to be in here. You can come in here, you can horseback ride, you can hike, walk your dog. Yeah, you can fish in here. There's a couple of holes in here that have no fish in it that you can come and pretend you're fishing. But yeah, there's a few deer and wild hogs in this place, but there's also lots of feral swarms, yeah, that the state don't even know about. Yeah, they don't know anything about wild bees. Thank you, please. So anyway, I've been walking in this place for years. I knew it had some bees in here because I've seen them working the natural stuff, the saw palmetto and the gallberry in April and May. I see all that action, but they won't let me in here. It's just too hairy, just too scary and hairy to let a beekeeper in here, because there's people that ride horses and stuff. Well, no kidding. I said, I can put bees in here and wouldn't hurt anyone. They don't trust me. That's good. They don't trust me. But there's wild swarms in here. And I will show you here in a second what the wild swarms are doing. Oh my goodness. Look at here, guys. Look at here. Look what they're doing. They're eating the heck out of my... And there's also some yellow jackets here too. Yeah. There's a lot of black bees in here too. See the black bees? Huh. Look out, girls. Steveo's got to go to work here. Yeah, there's a lot of horse people in here. See them over there unloading the horses, getting ready for a ride. Yeah. And we got old Steveo in here slipping around. Trying to catch some wild swans. All I do is I sprinkle it all over the roof of the bucket here and hang it back on my hook. And that's it. That's how long it takes to service a feeder, a swarm trap. Done. We're out of here. Let's go to the next one. Got probably 40 miles to go. Okay guys, I'm at stop here. This would be stop number, let's see, 1, 2, 3. This would be stop number 4. This is a permission spot. It's a permission spot that I have. It's kind of a scrub oak forest. There was a lot of there was quite an issue here with yellow jackets. Probably still have a few. I've been getting some good therapy or smashing them. We've had some cold weather here, so they haven't used up a lot of this. Yeah, they have too. Wow, look at all the bees. Look at all the bees. Wow. And I don't know if they're checking out that end. Yeah, they're checking it out. Everyone's coming and going right there. One coming and going. See, there's another one going in, checking it out. They're thinking about it, guys. I'm telling you. Oh. I just love this, guys. I just love, there's number 2. This is so friggin' therapeutic, guys. They see my fat finger coming, guys, and they go, oh, you just smashed Uncle Louie. That finger, that's a smashy finger. Just got Uncle Louie. There's another one, see? But he's looking over Uncle Louie here. See? Whoops. Whoop. Oh, he wasn't fast enough, guys. He wasn't fast enough. I smashed his little ass. Like I said, it's so therapeutic. See, there's a lot of fun stuff in beekeeping, you know, that you just, you know, you don't know about it till you get into it, right? I'm going through about 3 gallons on warm days, because they can suck this, guys, they can suck this quart jar down. They can suck this quart jar down in about a day. Don't take them long. They're really checking out the inside of this bucket, guys. I asked the Lord to bring me some swarms. So I think he's told the watchers, because he doesn't have time, you know, to fool with me. So what he does is send the watchers, which are angels, okay? And they come down and visit me and watch over old Steveo and help him out, you know? All right, this is 4. I got right here off of State Road 52, I got 2 more locations, and one of them has a serious Argentine ant problem. So I'm going to put one of these in. Picked up some of this stuff here, liquid ant baked steaks, because I was looking in the back here, and right here it says kills common household ants, including Argentine ants, ghost ants, cornfield ants, pavement ants, yada yada, white-footed ants, little black ants, yeah, crazy ants. They got crazy ants, big head ants, and other sweet-eating ants. So what they've done here, guys, is they've put the poison in this stuff here is borax. So they mix some sweet stuff with borax, and they crawl in. They're little stakes. You just push them in the ground, and then they show you clipping off this corner, and then the ants crawl into a little deal. I haven't used these before. See, they show you cutting it with a pair of scissors, which I have here in the truck, and then you just push it in with your hand into the ground, and it does a number on them. We'll see. You know, a lot of this stuff, you hope it works and it don't, you know, but we'll see. Okay, guys, at this particular site, it's a residential thing, and it's in a subdivision, and this particular one has bees crawling into a wall right by the plumbing. So it looks like it's a concrete block structure. And I told the woman, I said, you probably got 100 pounds of honey in that. And she said, I called and asked people, you know, if they could remove them, and they have to demo the whole freaking house. I said, yeah, and I said, it's going to cost you a bloody fortune. Just what I do, guys, I just tell them, if they're not bothering you, leave the bees alone. Just let them do their thing. I will catch the overflow. And the overflow is just about to happen, guys. It's just about to happen. Yep. Let me show you where they're coming and going from. Oh yeah, they're kind of active today. Look at them. Coming right in and out of that AC, where those AC and plumbing tubes go in. Yep. Yeah, they haven't sucked down too much. Okay, guys. It's that quick. See, I got my card here, business card. Anybody has an issue, they can call me. This particular one, I took diatomaceous earth and went all the way around there, all up in there, because you got all this wood here. It's a wonderful home for ants. Okay, let's move on down the road. Okay, I got another residential spot here, permission spot, and they've got Argentine ants from hell. So I'm gonna put in one of these stakes, one of these liquid ant bait stakes, see what happens. They say to cut the edge here. So I got to do that. Apparently they come in this little tube right here. So we got to give them an access spot for that. Pretty good size hole. Pretty good size hole they can come in on. So I'm going to go back here and put it in the ground. It's on a cabbage palm is what it is. Sable palm. And they're just all up in that thing and down in the ground. So we'll stick this in and see how it goes. I'll give you a report on it in I don't know, a week and see how it's going. Okay, guys. I'm at my next stop. I've lost count on my stops. But this is the yard here. Got one right there on that tree. Right there. See that tree? It's not down much, it's only down like a third. But this is where the bear got me. Yeah. He hasn't come back in. There's a camera. There's a camera right on a cabbage palm. Right over there. Right over there is a camera. But the owner hasn't seen any bear action. Maybe they took him out. I hope they did. I told FWC, let's get him out of here. This place is too busy. What's going on here, guys, is they're building these still homes. They're building all these still homes in here. There's an island here. You come through this gate here, this gate system. You go in. I don't know how many building sites here, but they're putting them all. They have to build them all on stilts. And what's happening with that? Well, what you're creating with these underneath, there's nothing underneath. It's a blowout thing for when the sea rises. The water can come in and out underneath these structures. So they don't put anything. Sorry, I had to change batteries. Yeah, what's happening is they're creating actually a bear den underneath all these stilt homes. Because they don't put anything, you know, too much of value on it. There may be a riding mower or a hand rake or whatever they do. And they've got, on the sides of these, they put a scupper hole where the seawater can come in. It can run out through those holes. I don't know if you can see that in that block right there. There's a hole in that block, right through the wall. So a bear will eventually figure out, oh, look at this. I can dig under this thing, get inside, and I have a perfect bear den. Yeah, then the poor ass landowner comes in, goes underneath there to get a hand rake or a tool or whatever, a ride mower out, and there's a sow black bear in there with cubs, right? And the guy instantly gets killed, you know. So that's what we're creating. I don't know what FWC is thinking. I don't think they're thinking. They're just thinking, oh, a bear was here before man. Okay, so he has the right to be here. No. You people, the state gave out building permits to put it in. So you clear the land. You carve out the imprint of the home, you build the home, and now they have issues with flooding, so now we're stilt homing. So now what have we created? Now we've got underneath, we're going to have bear dens. It's crazy, guys. I told these people I don't want to see a bear south of State Road 52, and I do now at that intersection. At that intersection, I don't want to see a bear west of US 19. Yeah, where State Road 52 plugs into US 19 at that intersection. I don't want to see any bears south of 52, and I don't want to see any bears west of US 19. Plain and simple. Got to draw a red line, and uphold the red line. No bears. If you got bears coming into these areas like this, I mean, look, guys, it's all homes. This thing's going to be all homes, still homes, bear dens, you name it. This home right here is the owner that I gave me permission to be here. He got 4 feet of water, guys, in his living room. 26 years ago, his grandfather owned this property, and it flooded then. So it's been 26 years since he got 4 feet of water in his living room. So anyway, that's what we're dealing with, guys. Stupidity with FWC. You can only put so many rats in a cage, guys. So when you exceed that limit and you got bears flooding into home residential areas, you've set up a dangerous situation. Now FWC has got a handle on the gators. We had the same problem with gators. Gators rushing out, eating cats, eating dogs, eating children, okay? So then they set up, oh, okay, this is a problem. After you get some people hurt, okay, this is a problem, we get it, okay. Now, what we'll do is hire trappers. And when you see a gator, it's got to be, I think, 5 feet or bigger. You call us. We come, you sign a piece of paper that says, remove the gator. You could have a gator, he's not doing nothing, he's not eating children, dogs, whatever, he's just laying in your backyard, sunning. But he's 5 feet plus. Okay, you can call in. So I got a problem gator, he's in my backyard. Okay, no problem, sir. Out comes the trapper. He has you sign the paper saying, we have permission to take this gator. That's how it works. And then the guy sets up bait lines, catches them, they swallow a shark hook, and it gets caught in their gut. They pull it in, they snare it, they tape his mouth shut, throw it in the back of a truck, they take it for processing. That's how Florida gators work. But we have set up nothing for bears. There's no money, guys. There's no money in the piggy bank to set up e-fence in this area. Look, I can only have a couple beehives. I'm not going to set up $400 worth of friggin' e-fence to protect 2 beehives. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. So FWC has got to extract. They're way up in there. They got their head way up in there. We got to extract head from ass, okay, and say, okay, if you see a bear in this area, you call us. We'll send a trapper out, catch the bear, haul his ass out. You can terminate him. You can. The best thing I know to do with him is take him to the landfill, dig a little hole, drop him in, and cover it over wood chips, and come back in 6 months, grub out the decomposed bear, which is now compost, and then you let people use that compost in their garden. That's how you solve the problem. Very simple, common sense solutions, Yeah. So anyway, let me stop BSing and raising my blood pressure talking about FWC. Let me get this bait jar filled and move on. We got more to do, guys. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 more stops, and then I can go have a ribeye steak. How's that? Let's get her done. Okay, guys, stop for a coffee break. Let's see, I got one, this is be one, two, I got three, this one, counting this one, 3 more stops. I got 4 more stops. 4 more and I'm done for the day. Yeah. And then we'll see how these, the stop, I've got, the third stop after this one is got 8 up with Argentine ants. I'm going to try one of these steaks on that location also. I got 2 spots that are just bad with Argentine ants. Terrible, terrible. They're into everything. The only good thing about Argentine ants that I found, they don't have a stinger, but they bite. You piss them off and they'll bite you. And they're after sugar and stuff, these Argentine ants. Whoever brought those in, of course they're coming in with everything. You bring Oriental plants into the state, you know, they have all these inspection stations. So much stuff slides through those places. It's actually a flipping joke that they even have them. You know, we've got so many exotic things, reptiles, invasive plants. A lot of these plants too, these invasive plants, we got to blame the beekeeper a little bit, because from what I understand, back in the very early days of Florida, they were importing a lot of plants. The Metaleuca paper tree comes from Australia. I understand they seeded the hell out of that place down there, the Everglades. And I used to work that crop. I'd go to Northport and get Brazilian pepper, and I'd finish that up. As soon as I get that crop off and extracted, I'd pick my bees up and haul ass to Naples. And I had a trucking company back in the day. This is in the 70s. Big old blonde. She had a cul-de-sac, a road that came back in the back, and it was a cul-de-sac. She let me have a spot back in on that cul-de-sac. And the Metaleuca in there, guys, were like this. You couldn't even hardly walk between the trees. They love, I don't think salt water hurts them either. I mean, it's incredible. They come from Australia. They make a honey that's, the bloom smells like rotting potatoes, of all things. But I used to get 2 cents less per pound for that junk honey. They call it bakery grade. So I guess if you bake up cookies and stuff like that with it, you don't really taste the honey. The honey, it tastes kind of like the way it smells, but it's a sweet honey. It's crazy. It's a sweet honey, but it's got that funky, I don't know, rotten potato smell to it. It's really bizarre. It's amazing how many different types of honeys there are, and they all have their unique flavor to them. This area here that I'm on, I can't put bees in here unless, guys, I got to thinking about this. If I wanted to get ballsy, I could put out swarm traps out here. You know, I may try it. If I catch on, like I'm on the waterfront here. The action starts here, April, goes right on in September. You got black mangrove here. There's miles and miles of black mangrove. There's miles and miles of cabbage palm. And so, yeah, it's really amazing. It's really amazing. Well, this place is something else, guys. This place right here, I'm at this county park. I'm not going to show you the park. It's right on the waterfront here. The homosexuals are running rampant in this place. I think a lot of them talk amongst themselves, and when they see me pull in, they go, because they have followed me back in here and snuck up on me, and I didn't hear dueling banjos or nothing. They snuck up on me, and I turn around, they're standing there with a half-assed grin on their face. I said, "Can I help you?" "Oh, well, what are you doing?" I said, "I'm a bee farmer. I'm feeding bees." And they just kind of like, "Oh, okay." And they turn around and walk off. And I've seen them in here. When I pull in, there's several vehicles here. Normally, this place is full of vehicles where I'm parked right now. Some dude just parked out here beside the road and walked in. And he's back in here looking for some action, I think. So I've seen them, mumbling back and forth amongst themselves. They probably see me and say, don't worry with, don't bother that dude. That's the freaking beekeeper." Bunch of damn booty jeds. Bunch of booty jeds. It's incredible, guys. It really is. I think they're all Democrats too. That just goes to show you how freaking sick them people are. I don't want to, guys, I don't know about you guys, but I don't ever want to see another Democrat in office. Never. They just don't have it, guys. They just don't have any common sense. I watched a little bit of the Trump speech the other day. I watched it the next day. You can see it all on YouTube, whatever. I watched it. You see that friggin' Omar towel head girl? And then the other fat girl that's with her all the time? Frickin' left-wing nut jobs. Sitting there, no respect at all for the president. No respect at all. They're sitting out there screaming and yelling and shouting at him. "We're going to deport you." We're going to deport our president. Yeah, right. I just let their crap guys go in this ear and out that ear, and I don't want them running nothing, okay? Nothing. Don't want them running nothing. You know what's weird is, too? Back in the 60s, 50s, 60s, they used to be for the working man. And now they're totally against it, because now they know how to manipulate the system, and they're to benefit them. Just screw the working man. Just totally screw the working man. And then come up with all kind of crazy ideas. Trump called them all out, didn't he, the other night there? Shame on you people for not standing up. For not standing up. They just sit there. Will not stand up for America. Just goes to show you guys what a bunch of goofballs we got running this, trying to run this freaking circus. We don't need any more Democrats running nothing. Just thought I'd have my coffee break, guys, and do a little venting. Cry on your shoulder a little bit, okay? God, this is good coffee, guys. Dunkin' coffee, regular coffee with 4 creams in it. No sugar. No sugar. No, no, no. Now, a squirt of honey in this thing might be pretty good, but let's try to keep our sugar intake to the bare minimum. Bare minimum. And we don't want to be slopping down a bunch of donuts with this coffee either. You talk about a bunch of toxic stuff we're allowed to eat today, guys. It's quite amazing, isn't it? It's acceptable. You'd think doctors would be preaching, or our government would be preaching. They're trying. They're trying. Stop eating all the processed food and all the sugar. You're killing the country, the entire country. We have so many fat people, guys. We couldn't fight a war. Hand-to-hand combat, really? Oh, I don't think so. I don't think so, guys. Here comes another one backing in. Yep, here comes another one backing in. Weenie suckers everywhere, guys. Booty jeds, I call them. Crazy. Let me get this, finish my coffee, run back in here real quick. And if I hear dueling banjos, guys, I am gonna haul ass. Trust me. I'm gonna get the hell out of this place. Okay, guys. Got out of Wiener Sucker Park there, and that jar was empty. Couldn't believe it. It's pretty good batch of bees there hitting that thing. And I caught a swarm out of a dead cabbage palm in there one time. It's been about 4 years ago. So then I knew there was plenty of, wild bees in the area. And so anyway, I didn't hear any dueling banjos or anything in there. I got in and out. There was a guy that walked in, parked out on the road, and he walked in there. And I figured he was just kind of hiding out back in there. And then another dude pulled in just before I finished my coffee. And I got my feed bucket, my gallon jug of syrup, walked on back, and he was getting out of the truck, and he started coming down the same trail I was on, but then he branched off. Where he went to hide, I don't know. He probably figured it. He's probably seen me in there before feeding bees, so he just figured, well, that's the friggin' beekeeper, and he's not into, I think he's just into bees. He's not really into, I don't think he's into the Wiener program, the Wiener fondling program. I don't think he's into that, so he went on. Okay, thank God. I don't have to deal with it. You run into those guys out there, yeah, and they try to approach you, just say, yeah, thanks, but no thanks, and just mosey on, mosey on. You never know, guys. Just keep a mace can in your pocket. You never know when some crazy will try to jump you. And so protect yourself. That's all I know. I've got one down here. I got about 7 miles south I gotta go, and I'm coming out of there, and I'm gonna come back the 7 miles, and right over here I have the Indonesian people, no, Micronesia, a man and woman, older couple, super nice people. They gave me a spot and gave me the combination padlock to the gate, so I have access there. So it's a nice safe spot. And they have bees up in the top. It's like a little church steeple thingy they got on top of their home, and the bees are all up in that wild swarm. And I said, no, I'm not getting them out of there. No bucket trucks for Steveo. And they're fine with it, guys. They're fine with it. I said, leave them. I said, do they bother you? No. I said, let them go. They run a nursery. They don't do food items. They do food crops. They do ornamental flower stuff, and they sell those. So that's kind of cool. Anyway, they gave me a spot, and I told them, just leave them wild bees up in that house, up in that roof. They're not bothering nobody. Let them do their thing, and I will catch the overflow of bees. So they're happy. So I've got three or four different places or people have bees in their house or next to them. Yeah. So the one spot that I put that spike, that ant spike, he doesn't have bees in his trailer, but right next door is a mobile home, and they're coming in around a window. They've been in there for years. I said, how long? He said, oh, at least 2 years. And he said, I've seen them swarm. They swarmed last year, but they're still in that building. I said, yeah, they'll just keep staying in there, run a new queen, and build up again and swarm again, and on and on. I said, just leave them in the walls. Just leave them in there. And in the house that I was at there, that had the pool and all that, they were coming in by the AC unit. Those bees have been in there for over 3 years, the guy told me. So, hey, we got bees coming in out of a structure that's been hanging out for over 3 years. That's got to be some good genetics. That's what old Steveo wants to pick up on, is good genetics. Just like you guys. I know you guys have got some good genetics. So hang in there with old Steveo. We're going to keep on trapping, running the trap line, and make as many bees as we can, and try to make some honey. That's how I can pay the light bill, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Be happy, be strong, and keep getting it on. That's all I know. And stay out of the booty jet parks. That's all I can tell you, because you don't want to go in there and hear some dueling banjos. No, no, no. See you later. Bye-bye.